Welcome to today's aftermarket analysis journal. Today is May 30th. Getting into today. Today was a losing day. I honestly cannot remember the last time I had a losing. It wasn't that long ago. I'm just saying I can't really remember. But getting into it today, going into the day, I was bearish. We were disrespecting bullish PD arrays and respecting bearish PD arrays on the 4 hour and then as well on the 1 hour. Also coming into the morning, as soon as I got on the charts, which was around market open time, except we did have news at 10 a.m. So I was not going to trade before it. I did see, let me pull it up here. I have it marked out, but as you can see, we kind of had a seek and destroy model going on today. So I had noticed that in the morning we left Asian highs, left Asian lows. Then coming into London, we took out Asian lows and then took out Asian highs. And then a little after London, we ended up taking out London highs. So once I had came onto the chart and seen that we were kind of in a seek and destroy model going on here, I wanted to see us target down to London lows, which was perfect because I was bearish. But again, I wouldn't have taken it before 10 a.m. So that's something I wanted to see not get taken out right away. So I had seen, this playing out here. We had came down to here, and I was just really hoping we did not take out these London lows before 10 a.m., which we didn't. So yeah, and then once after 10 a.m. had hit, there was a setup I wanted to take. I literally started recording because I thought I was gonna get my entry, and I thought it was on the 3 minute. Oh, maybe I'm looking at the wrong. Hold on. Oh no no no. Was it? What was it on? Give me a second. Okay, sorry. It was on the 2 minute. So we had a 2 minute we had left in this leg. This would have been, a perfect entry for me. We had, I think, an SMT before this. Not sure that. Okay, that one's for that one. Let me see here. I think there was an SMT. I'm not 100%. I do remember I deleted a few because I just don't want my chart to be filled with SMTs. But yes, I believe there was an SMT. We left this 2 minute. I want to see this get inverse. This would be perfect as this sell side that we left would have been my break even point and my actual take profit would have been London lows. So I could have got this inverse here. It would have been it would have been honestly kind of um a high risk because technically I should have the stop above this high, but it would have still been a 1 to 2 as this profit target would have been around 65 points. Now would I have had it at 30 points? I don't believe so. I'm just saying technically with how I should have my stops, it should be above the swing high. But honestly, I probably would have risked. I'm trying to look over here where price wasn't yet. Now this is hindsight just going on stop because I don't really know. Max anywhere between 20 points and maybe 25 with this wick, but I don't know because I was looking to take this on my live account and that is a little more risk than I'd like to put on my live account. So hindsight around there. Super hindsight, I would say, 15 points. That's around usually max 15 to 16 points is what I'm looking to risk taking on my live account. But we didn't get the inverse, and so I didn't even get to take the setup. Now up here, we did have an SMT form as well as a 1 minute inverse, which again, I was very confident that the draw was London lows. It's just the fact that we didn't get this inverse and price action in the morning after 10 a.m. news was not what I wanted to see. We were lacking volume. We were not having any sort of displacement. So this is when I started to get a little hesitant on taking anything past this because I'm like sure on the what's it called on the conviction of going to London lows. I had huge conviction that we were going to London lows. Doesn't mean that the entry, which you'll see later, because a setup that I took, my bias played out, or my thesis played out, but I didn't get the best entry. So yeah, I wasn't, just wanting to take this off of 1 minute, even though we had the SMT. But of course, the 1 minute did displace through. We took out what would have been my original break even. We came up here, retraced into discount, and then there was a 3 minute, I believe, which now this was, I could have taken this, but again, it was a little hesitant. Yeah, the 3 minute. Although it also just happened so fast. I didn't take it on anything because one, we inversed and price had instantly just came down here. Now we did have a retrace, but again, like I said, price just was not aligning with what I wanted to see, like exactly, which that's gonna happen sometimes. And if I'm not fully confident on it, like again, this I was super confident we would inverse. But after this, yeah, this worked, but I wasn't just super confident because I wasn't liking what price was doing. So I did end up just taking it on demo, which again, my fill should have been here originally, and then maybe I could have even got a better entry here. But on demo, this is where I ended up getting filled, and my break even point now was here. But we ended up coming to the break even point, creating this SMT, and then I got stopped at break even. And literally, it went into, I think, 2 ticks into break even before coming down and taking out London lows. So yeah, I mean, there's really nothing I could do in the sense of, uh, I don't really know. Like, it's just, I wasn't very confident taking this, so that's why I had just taken on demo, which I'm completely fine, even though we did come out taking London lows. Even if, again, I would have gotten my entry here, where that's where that would have been the most optimal entry, or maybe even here. But again, I just wasn't like how price was doing. It's been a very low volatile week where price has just not been aligning so much with things. So it is what it is. If, I could have taken this as soon as it closed on one of my accounts, yes, I would have hit take profit for about 42 points. But what can I do? Sometimes I'm going to miss entries. And again, I just wasn't very confident with the entry as price wasn't aligning with what I was looking to see, even though we did come out and take my conviction. Now coming into the PM, this was the beginning of PM session. I saw we were accumulating here, and then as well as we had left these equal lows. And so this is where I wanted to take another short position. I saw we had this low resistance liquidity up here. And yeah, I wanted to see us accumulate in here, take out this low resistance liquidity. Now, we did come up and wick it here and come back into the accumulation range. I still didn't really mind. I still wanted to see, a real manipulation move. And although I would have liked the manipulation move to take out the low resistance liquidity, like, quickly and then come back down in displays. But I was still okay just seeing a manipulation, which is exactly what we had forming. We were coming out of the accumulation range, having this manipulation leg, and this was actually, I believe, on the 4 minute or not. Why do? I think I was looking at something on the 4 minute later in the day, or I'm trying to think here. No, I'm actually so confused. Oh yeah, okay, there it is. On the 4 minute, yeah. Okay, so yeah, on the 4 minute, this was the highest fair value gap we left in the leg. Want to see this get inverse? Ended up getting inverse, and this is where I taken my entry. I took this on both my combine accounts and as well as my live account. Ended up getting filled. Break even would have been the internal low, and then the target would have been these equal lows. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Although, like, I was pretty strong on my conviction of us coming down and taking out these equal lows. Now, going past this, not so much, because again, after we had taken London lows, I knew that most of the day objectives have been met. So I wasn't really expecting any large moves or any large volatility, especially because we had chopped after taking out London lows, which was also expected. But we did come down and take out lunch lows as well as AM lows, and even this sell side that I had marked out under I think it was, I forgot what it I had marked it out under. But I just saw the sell side earlier in the day. But yeah, I did not expect this move, but I was very strong on the conviction we were going to take out those equal lows. But again, like I said, price just hasn't been aligning so much with things. It's been very low on volume. And yeah, I mean, I don't really see what I could have done much better on this trade. It was a perfect setup for what my model was. I was strong in the trade. It just, it didn't work out. It was a loss. I can't remember really when's the last time I've taken a loss, even though it hasn't been that long. But I would say this was a good loss. We came a little bit into profit before coming up. And again, it was slow, slow, slow. And we ended up taking out the stop loss. And yeah, I think yeah, my answer was here. Yeah, take out the stop loss. Came in here, tapped into this 5 minute fair value gap, this bearish one that we did not ever end up closing above on the 5 minute time frame. And then yeah, we as soon as we tap back into here, which I mean we did here, but once we got to move out of here, ended up taking out my what would have been my break even point, and then coming down and taking out these equal lows. So it just when I say I'm strong on a conviction, and like I was saying earlier, I wasn't confident in the setup because now let's say I entered at the wrong time, I could have got stopped out over here before same thing. It could have happened. Like I could have got stopped out, and then my conviction could have played out. Now here, this isn't. I was what do you say? I was convicted on the setup playing out, and I was convicted on taking the trade at that moment. So this is a little different. I didn't hesitate on this because I was confident in the setup and confident in the draw. It just the setup had not played out, but the draw had ended up playing out. So it is what it is. One trade, one loss on the day. I think this is only my second trade of the week, actually. Again, there's been just a lot of either missed opportunities or where I saw them too late, or there's also been a lot of just no entries where it's blown past the inverse and it just would have been too late to enter. So again, it is what it is. The past 2 weeks have been great. I can't really complain. This is the 1 week that is kind of slow, but who knows? Again, last week I saved it within the last 2 days, especially on Friday. It ended up being an amazing day. So I could end up doing the same tomorrow, and we'll just see what happens if price and good setups appear and just what I'm able to take on that. So yeah, not really mad with today. Again, great loss and just 2 trades on the week. So it's just everything with price and stuff. I was looking at other stuff over here, but didn't end up taking anything as I said I really shouldn't, even just because I tried the setup, wasn't really liking price all day, and yeah, didn't take anything after that. And so that's basically it for today. Going into tomorrow, like I said, hopefully we can get a dub on the day. We are a little bit down on the week. I had the one trade in the beginning of the week was a win. This one was a loss, so we're a little down on the week. Just because, again, the first trade on the week was a very small, like, scalp, and even that shouldn't have been a win, but it was. But yeah, so that's basically it, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.